Back up at Kingsby. We have an RA client trying to be violent towards VHSPD. Tell fire location, please. West 3050. Speed.
David 1, 45 West 35. Show's going. It's going to be one of the same as 52. Find out.
House 1. South side, are you right on the RA client? 45 West 35.
That's all right on that.
VHS portable. CK. Any weapons, any injury? Negative. What's 772, cancellation is 26. What's 3 jump off the 47, I'm confirmed. DDT, possible settings, go on road. South response to
Yeah, you know what? The problem is it's like we can't multitask. And then boom, I come back to YouTube. And then, you know, it messes up, so. I think ideally we would, you know, we'd have separate phones. One dedicated to live streaming only, and that no one knows the phone number, because phone calls also interrupt the broadcast, right? I try, Philip, I try. Whether it's listening to, you know, 4 scanners at once while live on YouTube and trying to decide which jobs to go to, you know. Multitasking is what I do. Oh wow, that's pretty low resolution, yeah. A lot of splish splashing around here. And the smart cars are staying in the middle lane. Big puddle here. Splash.
Adam 1. 91. Central. stop on response 1400 you. You guys still out your fixed post? How far?
Charlie.
1 Papa Charlie.
We're going to Midtown office there.
How far? Cancellation 473 from Bronxville, Gonzales.
How you doing, Travis?
How far? Location 573 ADP.
Yep, do drive safe. Definitely drive safe. No, they don't let us in a house that's burning. And I'm sure they don't allow Los Angeles guys to do it either, but you know. I mean, I've heard of guys in New York City who has been in a building while a fire was going on. Would I do that? I guess it would depend on the circumstance. But you know, safety first. I don't like smoke. I have a smoke mask.
South Charlie. Select 2 Penn Plaza and then you want choice in another direction at 1 Penn Plaza.
I think maybe sticking the camera in the window is the easiest way to do it. I've done that before, but that was, I've done that after the flames were knocked down and firefighters were still just doing like a wash down, you know, or it was definitely safe to do so. And that was, I did that in a tiny little village in, I forget the name, something beach. There was a volunteer fire department there as well. If I can find it, I'll post it.
Multi-service at Armando requesting ESU back to the location K for the Rayon Long copycat.
Yeah, that was in the Bronx somewhere. But it was a nice neighborhood, though. You know, there's some nice neighborhoods in the Bronx, and I think it was pretty close to Country Club. Like, that's the name of the neighborhood, Country Club.
And another one at 9 like this. Send a message EMS for Bronx River or sorry, Bronx Boulevard under.
Thank you, John Lee. And also keep in mind, you know, I think YouTube takes a percentage or whatever. I'm not sure what the percentage is. I think I heard something like 20-30%. There are PayPal links on the YouTube page as well as on pretty much all the newer videos these days. And that, I believe, is the largest percentage that goes to, that would go to us. Where is, what do I know?
How's it, Sergeant?
Oh wow, 30 or 40, that's pretty crazy.
5-4. 6. Hey boy, you were breaking up. Just send out your message.
9606 dead out here.
So yeah, anyone joining us, we just went to I believe a 2-vehicle crash. I heard it might have been 3. Heard it even might be a police involved crash, right? That a police car was involved, possibly, but I didn't see a marked police car, or possibly the marked police car was towed or whatever. Because the NYPD tow truck generally is fast, right?
How much are you waiting? 4-5. So always calling me stating that there's an abandoned vehicle in VMWIC at Northern.
10-4 northbound.
If they said northbound.
91.
Man, that's my bad. I put the wrong location. Well, thank you.
Responsible, checking the vibes on 52, family
181.
Davidson Avenue, 1815, Davidson Avenue 3, Adam, West 173.
Oh, actually, I think that was the old chat. I think that was the old chat.
Left open.
Broadway and Amsterdam Avenue, smoking the 10th floor, calls in apartment. Alarm box 1339, 515 West 1103. That's Broadway and Amsterdam Avenue, smoking the 10th floor, calls in apartment. Charlie.
1046 Davidson.
7 hours.
Response 1 red.
Emergency service stroke 4, complex 42, unconfirmed, violent EDP. 214, Charlie. East 168, 169. Hey, Charlie.
84 to 1010. Can you try the call back?
10 plus, stay in line.
Response 9. 2308 Crotona Avenue. 2308 Crotona Avenue between East 180 and East 187. Someone's trying to break the building. I don't know what's the injuries. 2 or 3 male blacks. And she's in the back of the building.
Hey, Sergeant.
4A Sergeant.
Show me going.
10-4. Arrival out. Advise 24. All you need to be advised. Location is sensitive for EDP.
Yeah, script in regard?
Alright, I finally see the chat now.
Only so shadows cannot be distributed.
Check, call back. Are we going to try to get a better script?
Thank you, Miss Happy Apple.
Was there any other questions?
Yeah, Catherine, they're not allowed, but I think
913 Terminal 8, the address 1693 Vice Avenue. East 173 Street, East 174 Street, automatic alarm and a multiple dwelling. Class 3
I think in some states, if the cop asks a civilian for help, they are required by law to help out the cop or something.
East 174 Street, automatic alarm and a multiple dwelling. Company response by 2913, says information is available upon request. 300 to time 444.
message. He's on the 2 train platform, okay, copy? Little black hoodie, that's over wearing blue shorts, white shirt, unconfirmed. Keeper?
Oops.
For a response to the response, Charlie?
We're on a 61 to 49 Arthur.
Hi guys, what about the inner now? I do enjoy Five Guys in New York City though. Protesters in Michigan. I don't think I did. Why? What are they doing? What are they protesting?
75 response 6. 91.
Apparently there's some kind of protest going on in Borough Park as well. Apparently a teenager was arrested by, I think he pushed a police chief.
5 response 5.
Also,
75 response 5.
91, request 163.
302.
also there's some kind of protest. I think it's had to do something about the funeral, you know.
That's fine. I was with something else, 160 response 3. Because I'm still 3,000. There's not going to be nobody for.
Can you confirm my icon?
It's going to be 2947. 2947.
10-4, thank you.
You're welcome. I need to go number 1 open for Wilson Road.
I'll show you guys this video as soon as I send it in here.
When you have a chance at a hospital campus?
That's what I'm about to do.
One
boys.
One boy.
And here's let's do 303.
0303 enjoy.
Okay.
Police station PD, this way was a signal hung up. No further information.
That's one.
Take your meal time at 304.
Class 3 box 3320 Terminal 15. The address is 2386 Ryer Avenue. C24 Street, 27th Street automatic alarm.
This view, that's 424.
Class 3 Bronx Box 3320.
Still no fires. Whoever wants a fire, we're not getting fire so far.
C24 Street, 27th Street automatic alarm.
Turns and landlord dispute, no weapons or injuries.
Company responding box 3320. System information is available.
44.1. Very nice, a little bit.
304 dispatching 440.
43, receiver 54 ADP, 2201 Brooklyn Boulevard, between Capitol and Halfmoon.
Bronx Battalion 19.
That's cool.
1948 Mark 93, Charlie 93 Queen.
Bronx Central Company
Showing
40.
on a 75 directed. It's going to be 18 from Preston to Morris.
Just received a phone alarm now reporting a fire at that location.
4810-4. Roger, battalion 19 receive.
Southburg 2.
Southburg 2, show you picking it up.
So we just got it over.
Company responding by 3320, respond to emergency mode, second floor, supporting a fire on number 5 floor. Engine 75.
Alpha, thank you. Outer Cypress.
House 10-4, fire.
306.
10-4, engine company 80.
Thank you.
Bronx engine company 88, King.
05.
88.
5707.
88, respond to emergency mode, now reporting a fire number 5 floor.
Apartment 205.
10-4. 306, dispatch 444.
Before it falls at 383-141, 383-141, 7 bodies. How's the David? South Corpus, out of here, States 4 male 052. Leader. 7 lobby. Finish.
Company 56.
Yeah, do you have a phone number?
No appointment given, just reporting the number 5 floor.
56-4.
307, 444.
104, Carlton.
10-4.
75 directed at 840077. Yeah, no 39, it's going to be a 52, come back at 90 75 Charlie 91, requesting 63 at the base.
301. 301. Response 1. 1 response 1. Regards to this breather, EMS responded and marked it at RMA. All steady.
308.
Highway 308.
Yeah, 6 o'clock.
10-4, 664.
East 184, East 187.
In the front glass, right?
Central Road 84.
Dollar 17.
308.
Box 25 has no issue down the B car on the E4. I'm sorry, the A car on the E4. The 29 code 1 was heading.
You need to send me the whole address again.
308, 444.
August 4th Avenue, apartment 640.
10-4. Sign up for the injured prisoner.
Central 97, exit Nicole.
10-4, thank you.
Time square post 417.
Railway, 95, 95.
10-5. 39.
Site doesn't have anything further in regards to the railway than normal. 0-7, 3-7. They didn't say anything because they don't have anything further.
Okay.
One south side of your run.
Come on, show me 84.
6 response 1. Response 2, shall not. 10-4, arrival live, that's 84.
Starting
10-4, arrival live, that's 84.
What does this one want?
Oh, no, it's a response.
52, which is the 101. Go to that area.
But the other job turned into a 54 EDP in the location was changed to Castle Ave, Brooklyn Boulevard. They choose by the 5 bus stop by the highway.
16 Avenue N, you look like you stop right on that street level.
Response for dispute at 222 East 93rd Street. It's a homeless male refused in the move.
Let's use service truck full cancellation is 4
Southburg,
How did I get in this world? Oh, very long story. Very long story.
9198.
Cancellation in the super.
I'll tell you as soon as I send this video.
19, show me another.
Today's Friday, right?
3222, third Ave.
Box 3320. 1 and 2, the red fence.
1 and 2, no fire in the Bronx. Yes.
Boy, you're in Dreadful. There was a rubbish fire knocked down by the
Rubbish fire, forget about it.
Oh, 312, dispatcher 444.
60 to the Bronx. Find out from the caller.
Time 532.
Shooting or at the location.
53. What's the condition of your box, okay? 2 for 1036, code 1. Units will be in the process momentarily. Go put the fire. 10-4. 1036, code 1, box 8365. 1036, code 1, box 8365. By the way, for 1053. Queens, unassigned, class 3, box 4415. Yeah, that's 47-49162 Street. It's at Oak Avenue, automatic alarm in the commercial building. Queens, unassigned, class 3, box 4415. Yeah, that's 47-49162 Street. It's at Oak Avenue, automatic alarm in the commercial building. The time now is 0313 hours, dispatch 416.
931. 2842 Timon, 2842 Timon, Bartow and Arno on the car.
Find my location too, please.
13,000.
They're in the red. 1330. Can you have a response from 1 to go to that location also?
3-4, 3-4, Charlie, location.
Short and
9198.
Central.
Done. Got coffee, you got vitamin water. And now it's not like I'm falling asleep over here.
Fox 1339, 8 Adam checked out. Do you have any other apartments? Negative.
Scorpions, wow.
For 2 hours, that's Poland.
Starting in apartment 5 boy, fire was knocked down by the sprinklers. It was negative for any extension. All the searches are also negative. We're going to transmit a 1041-1 on this, and we're going to use the size up as per Sid's case.
That's for the reason for the 41-1. Rox to the 19.
19, go ahead, Rox.
The 41-1 unable to determine the cause.
Adam 1.
19, that's what.
Adam. You have directed 320 West 21. On.
And 517, about 1678, 15 West, 159 Street, Broadway. Detector activation, 115 Adam. 517, about 1678, 515 West, 159 Street, Broadway. Air detector activation, apartment 5 Adam. 2 hours, that's 419.
The TMC.
TMC.
Southbound Whitestone to the southbound Van Wyck, there's a attenuator taken out by the 53. It's going to need to be replaced. Ready for the number?
Go ahead.
It's Sam 4045 Queen.
TMC red, thank you.
No pin jumps in the rain. So the one we just went to, they said initially there was a pin, but then they said, oh, no pin. Or they got him out pretty quick.
Sounds 4. 3 Adam 2.
30 Unio for 1. 91 for director.
10 point.
Hey, CL, it's
Probably.
it's generally polite if you ask a question once instead of twice. And you know, no one's obligated here to say where they're from if they don't want to. Oh, Alman. I guess I'll eat the almond. You know what? I'll eat it. What's your name, CL? I think I've seen you before. I think I've seen you before.
321, dispatcher.
Lunch. It's 3 o'clock in the morning.
Loop. 6 response 1.
Who wants to see that crash? Whoever was not with us, who wants to see the crash?
I'm at the Victor at 1590 East New York Avenue.
I'm drinking mango. Remember Mango from Saturday Night Live? Hilarious guy. Where was I? So I wanted to show that crash. I wish there was a way I can. Fort Fusion. Let's see this video. Oops, wrong. All right, here we go.
Welcome to the building. The code to get in the building.
So this is the guy, anti-crime plainclothes units detained, handcuffed, and later a precinct unit showed up. I mean a marked car showed up to transport him to the precinct. Not sure if he had anything to do with the car crash, but it was on the same intersection. That's just my, you know, general shots of the neighborhood. And thank you, de Blasio, for the homeless being out there in the streets, including sleeping on bus stops and subways. Oh, nice rumblers. I'm going to play the sound just for this one. I guess there were no. I can barely hear the rumblers.
Also says a piece of the vehicle came off. It's on a ramp as well.
I think they're both New Jersey plates. Yeah, look at them. This one looks like a temporary. This one looks like a permanent one. This is where they so apparently the light pole was struck, right? You can't see that it's struck though from that angle. More damage right here. Any word on the nut you dealt with? I mean, what word is there? I mean, apparently he got hospitalized or whatever, and then he's probably released by now. Looks like they crashed the glass of this store right here as well. You can see that light pole, how it's crooked.
48 David. 75 direct at 1010 Dreamin' Avenue.
You said you saw him, as in real life you saw him, or?
I got voicemail. I'll try again.
You saw the guy in the full video, or is it on the live video?
going to be 304 Lennox Avenue.
Sample 327.
Fill up. More help.
What order?
First Army 90X, show me to the 61 to 831 Girard Avenue.
Sample, you got this 3494. You want me to mark the one on 169?
Yeah, that's Army 91.
Sample,
Take a meeting, 55 by you now.
Milford? Option 6 Milford, second installation.
Boy. 704? 35 Charlie, 1590, Fox Stop. 1590, Buffett 10-4. Walking at Alex Center, Yellowstone. Sample. 1617 Bowery.
Location? Let's go Adam. Show me going to 6 over steel.
Well, apparently he said he owned the whole place, or he owned the store on the corner or something.
68 boy, that was a 91 supposed to help or for your director?
For my director, show me going to my 1010.
It's your response 1? 10-4.
6608 Channel Drive.
How's it Raven Auto?
Number 61, 34-05 12th Street, apartment 6 Adam.
For CJ.
7424 37 Avenue.
10-4.
Please check your license 1010 Narco 1668 Vice Avenue. 1668 Vice Avenue. Current in the 5th floor, 173 to 174. In the hallway, a female Hispanic wearing a black jacket.
Yeah, Explorer's nice. My mom has an Explorer. I drove it. Pretty nice. Pretty nice.
About 100 pounds. And wearing a light blue mask and male. No weapons are not injuries. Sensitive for EDP and domestic violence history.
Step where you go back out on it. How far?
Love 84. 4 Charlie, you right on that?
10-4.
10-4, units around Love 84. Numbers responding to domestic incidents before knocking on door. Outside, listen to better assess the situation.
There was a firearm show.
Mom, you give it to Michael.
Response 7.
Highway 115.
Coordinated response 9. Dora.
332.
3 Charlie.
This is days to days.
331. So take it as 332. Enjoy. Telephone? 32 response 1. Show phone on the pencil.
All right, that crash video is up on YouTube. Not published yet though, but it is on there.
Negative, you come up at 91.
10-4-3207.
Yeah, Pie Girl, you know it's a Ford when even on the police radios you hear this.
Taking out 5 callbacks, but there's 5 calls on top of that.
Right? Oops.
Was eyes on the guy or what?
Let me, I'll call it back, okay?
111. 115 there and 8558.
11.
Thousand Adam 1.
Wait, there's a way to update the Ford Sync? I just feel like everything is so slow, you know?
First floor, I'll reach the 2nd Avenue. There's the irate customer. His location is in their shelter. He's in the lobby now trying to fight the guard. We got a mailbox, 650 pounds, no weapons, no injuries, no Indian women in red shirt. 9 response 1. I'll show you in the back for this 39 at 8 East 3rd Street. 10-4-948, that's 8 East 3rd Street, location sensitive PDP possessed malice. 9 Sergeant Red on the 39.
9 Sergeant Red.
10-4. 9 boy, upon completion, I got a call for help coming over for 542 East 14th Avenue B this day. Unknown condition.
9 FTU.
9 FTU.
Maybach 9 Chevy, 1.
10-4.
I don't know if you can see. It's a steering wheel, a laptop mount. If you can see that, it's also great for eating food on there. It's like a tray thingy, So when I grab food, I also put my food on there. I also got this laptop mount right here, but I get neck pain when I work in that weird awkward position. So the steering wheel is the way to go.
14 Miss First.
9 Sergeant, 9198.
10-4.
Sergeant
10-4 status 336, no further units. 8 East 3rd, no further units.
Funeral video. Tony, follow us on Instagram and Facebook. You're gonna see all the all our news broadcasts and such. But to answer your question, it was on NBC New York.
I just notified us.
Six response 1.
6 response 1. 10-4.
slapped with 2 citations after police say he was storing dozens of bodies on ice in U-Haul trucks outside his facility. This is new video. It shows U-Haul has been slapped with 2 citations after police say he was storing dozens of bodies on ice in U-Haul trucks outside his facility. This is new video. It shows police outside the Andrew T. Cleckley Funeral Home on Utica Avenue in Flatlands this morning. That's where police say 50 bodies had been stored in 4 parked U-Haul trucks. They say the owner had been dealing with an overflow of bodies inside his facility. It's a problem's been happening citywide during this pandemic. Now, neighbors alerted authorities after they say they saw liquid leaking from the back of the trucks. It's disgusting.
So, yeah, that was our video right there. But obviously not the interview in the daytime, because we're usually working overnights. Oh, wow. Did not know that. How to install sync updates to your vehicle. If you have an older vehicle that is not listed above, follow the second set of instructions. Take the USB drive with the software updates to your vehicle. Turn on your vehicle, and then turn on the radio. Turn off Bluetooth. Oh wow, there's a lot of steps here. So the first thing I need to do is get that USB drive. I think I have one at home somewhere. So if I update the software, does it make it faster? Because the sync right now, the whole, whatever that is, it's like super slow. And I have a 2014 Fusion, by the way. Yeah, same with the Ford Fusion. I gotta take the bumper off just to replace the light bulb. I mean, just to replace the headlight. Trying to listen to this police responded, you know, it's like a homeless guy fighting the security guard, but I'm not hearing anything on the radio, which is kind of weird. Check it out. Who wants to see TLC police stop a vehicle? There we go. That's the TLC stopping a yellow cab. Now, as if, you know, these yellow cabs don't have customers as it is, or fares, due to the pandemic, these taxi and limousine commission, allegedly police, they used to be called inspectors. But if they're allegedly police, then why do they not have firearms? Right? These guys are pretty dramatic, you know. I think they forced somebody to get arrested, or they forced somebody into a vehicle once, accusing him that, I think he just dropped his family member off, but they were accusing him of illegally doing taxi services or whatever without a TLC license. I don't know, there's some drama with them. you know, none of the cab drivers or Uber drivers like them. Taxi and limousine commission. So this is a marked car, so they're in marked uniforms as well. What I have noticed is that they have unmarked vehicles. They also have unmarked vehicles. And what they do is their inspectors are in plain clothes as well. There's only like, they only put a shield around their neck or something. But you know, their uniforms and even their patches are kind of similar to NYPD, so I can see how some people might get them mixed up, you know. Yeah, they're not cops.
Service truck 4, Compound Service 4, Sector confirmed CDP 2 East 181st Street, from 2 Frankie Wrong to open. SS history of people at that location.
Looks like he gets no ticket. Or maybe they did give him something. I don't know, but he waved at him like, you know, it was a friendly interaction or something. So, TLC only stops taxi and limousine commission vehicles, which include Uber cars, which are technically considered for hire vehicles, FHV. They also stop yellow cabs and green cabs. Yellow cabs, as you know, primarily work in Manhattan, generally below Harlem. They have a designated area in Manhattan, right? Green cabs work all the 5 boroughs, but they cannot pick up in the yellow taxi zone, which is below Harlem. Alex, so what you're describing, your Ministry of Transport, it sounds like what we have here is called Department of Transportation. Whereas taxi is only, I mean, TLC police is only for, you know, cabs and taxis, stuff like that. So they'll pull over people for like maybe...
response 1.
Get safely.
10-4 cat is 346 email.
It could be, you know, if your light is out, maybe your tinted your tints are too dark or something, you know. Because the Uber drivers, you know, they'll get TLC inspected, by the way, right? And it costs them $700 every 2 years or whatever. And you know, if they want to get tints, if they want to get, like, let's say any modifications to the vehicle, they're gonna get it done after the inspection, right? So now you got all these Uber drivers running around with dark tints or, you know, whatever other vehicle modifications that the TLC does not like, and then they can give them summonses for that equipment, right?
That's the system location for EDB.
They could ticket a green cab. Let's say a green cab. If you hail a green cab in Midtown Manhattan, that's illegal. But it won't be your fault. It will be the cabbie's fault, and they can get ticketed for that. If a yellow taxi, by the way, can pick up folks from anywhere in the 5 boroughs. Green cabs also cannot pick up at airports. Etienne, the medallions used to cost $1 million, and you had some cabbies who were serious about the business. They would finance these medallions. Now that Uber is dominating the market, the medallions really went down in price. You know, like you're seeing, 600,000, maybe 300,000, whatever it is. And then you had this pattern of cabbies committing suicide. One of them, the most gruesome one, was when a taxi driver went in front of City Hall and shot himself in the head, I think with either a shotgun or a pistol or whatever it was. You know, that was his statement. That was his statement. Another time, somebody, a cabbie, jumped into a speeding, you know, not speeding, but, you know, jumped into a subway train as it was coming into the station. Oh, the green cabs look like this. They're green. But you can see how folks can easily mistake it for, say, a yellow cab. They're just thinking, oh, well, it looks like a taxi. It is a taxi. And which it is, don't get me wrong. It's just that, you know, you really need, I think most people really don't need to worry about the difference between yellow and green. If you hail them and it stops, and if it's yellow or green, it's like, who cares, right? You're not doing nothing wrong. But the green cabs, like I said, technically cannot pick up and
on the wall, threatening to kill him. So do not direct that number for them, Blake. What's that? 101. Like 10-4K.
So the yellow cab zone is, as you can see, below Harlem, pretty much. On the east side, it's below East 96th Street, right? So why do you say, are they cutting it off right there like that? Why? Because Upper East Side does not go up to the north of Central Park. The Upper East Side stops over there at that line, because guess what neighborhood is that? Where all the shootings happen, right? Harlem, public housing, and the West The west boundary is like, not sure if I can even read that. Oh, there. This is a better image. The west boundary is West 110th Street. I guess Upper West Side is a little classier, right? And more affluent or whatever. So generally the yellow cabs, this is like their zone, right? And you're wondering why this, you know, why have two colors? Well, at first when they had the yellow cabs, nobody wanted to work in any of the outer boroughs. Everyone flocked to like just this area right here. So they're like, you know what? If they only want to work there, we're gonna make a new type of taxi called the green cab. And then the green cabs aren't allowed to go in the yellow cab zone. So that's how it ended up being. Oh yeah, that as well. And by the way, besides the yellow, besides the green, besides the Ubers, there are cars without TLC plates, right? One example is, I think around East New York there, right? And look how far that is from, you know, downtown Brooklyn. This is like the outskirts of the boroughs. Some places in Queens as well. Probably some places in the Bronx. As soon as you get off the subway station, you'll have all these Lincoln Town cars. Some TLC plates, some no TLC plates. And then you have these guys that are yelling at you. Hey man, taxi! You need a taxi, man! Hey man, you need a taxi, man! Get in the car, man! You don't want to walk all the way to work, you know. So, and they even honk at you, which is even more annoying, you know. I've never felt like a hot chick in my life until I got off the train at East New York and I had all these dudes honking at me.
Oh boy.
Hey, Philip, when I first moved here, I only thought there were yellow cabs too, but you know, apparently there's green ones as well.
There's a job coming over again. It's like the same location. They got a suspicious person. Or that 100 South 4th Street, very to Western across. Female states a suspicious male is behind the building of location, moving around with a flashlight. Dark clothing.
How you doing, Thomas? Slow night. It was busier earlier. There were like 2 shootings and a 2-car crash that damaged a light pole. Thank you, Mario Lansky.
As a reminder, we have outside unit out there. Copy? Okay.
Meyer Lansky, known as the mob's accountant, was an American major organized crime figure who, along with his associates, Charles Lucky Luciano, was instrumental in the development of the National Crime Syndicate in the United States. Did not go to the shootings. Whose birthday? Not my birthday.
Any luck on a ETA? Central 91.
By the way, I'm gonna see if there's any video from.
On 91 too. Yeah, no.
That was 3758 103 Street, Metro.
Thank you, Alex.
3155, 8211 Roosevelt.
All right, where was I? I want to see if there's any video from that funeral, the Jewish funeral in Borough Park here. Let me check my sources. Hasta luego. Hasta luego. Hasta luego. Adios. Anyone know that one? That's a good song as well. Actually, that song is about an Uber driver, which is pretty funny. If I find any of these Borough Park videos, I will show you guys.
Okay, response 1 in the air. All right, the 1011 for 8122 back for him.
Some people, the way they record video, it's like you're drowning. You know, I need a prop.
And we still got a request from the 3036 requesting GSU to 1909 Amsterdam Avenue. Bus 154 to bus 155 for a hanging sign at location. Can copy?
Hanging sign. I thought they were gonna say a hanging body from somewhere. What was I saying? Pretend this is your phone. These are how some folks record video. Right? Okay, it's great that they. Let's just pretend first of all the first mistake is filming a video vertically. So, and this is how they record. It's a big scene. I understand they're overwhelmed. Whatever. But some videos literally feel like you're drowning. Then this is what you're doing. I think they're doing like a figure 8 pattern. I don't know if on purpose or maybe if it's an unconscious incompetence. But they're doing this. Whoa. Oh. Holy sh. Whoa. Yeah. Show me one video that I personally shot that wasn't like the first year that I was doing this, where I do that. I highly doubt you'll see that. So anyway, I am watching some of these videos, and I'm going to show you guys in just a moment here. I may even share it.
What's in response 1?
84, set the call back, please.
What's in response 1? I'm still calling your license.
84, set the call back.
Okay, on the 1011 for Baxter. What do you want me to ascertain on the callback at? That's your alarm.
Anybody responding?
Negative, Katie, notifying only.
This video is kind of wild.
Where's the motion coming from?
Why are cops running? I have no idea. So, as you know, there's a funeral in Borough Park yesterday. And we're reviewing some video from the, where's that video? Video is this video of, Borough Park yesterday. They had a funeral Here we go. Anyway, I think this is the van that has the body, maybe, because it was a funeral. So I don't know if they're saying stop. Some cops are saying let it go. Cops are starting to run. I think that one cop fell. You know, very not sure what's going on here. I think maybe the cops are trying to get the van away from the crowd, which is crowding around the van and turning it into a huge, like, you know, escort situation or something. Did he drop his gun? I'm not sure if he did. I'm not sure. Definitely looks like a hectic situation yesterday. You can see there's police tape. A lot of folks, officers, I mean, lieutenants or captains, not sure which one. Folks on the balcony. And then again, I think this is that same minivan that we saw. So quite a chaotic scene. I think ABC 7 reported 150 people. I don't know about 150 now. It looks like a chaotic scene. We got sirens now. I don't know who is recording this, but it was a bad job. Probably one of the baddest jobs in the history of cell phone or iPhoneography, I gotta say. If you haven't already got dizzy, you're getting dizzy now.
91, 63 base. 91 on my directive. Tell me on another one when you're ready. Seventh Avenue, Junction Boulevard. 93.
This was a video. They said I think in Williamsburg, police were going around just giving summonses to folks not wearing masks and such. Of course, that was following the Williamsburg incident with the thousands attending that funeral.
115 Adam, hey, proceed.
9163 at the base.
What this looks like is NYPD seeing the doors chained up. I think they got it open and they found a whole bunch of people in that synagogue. Like we covered in our other video, folks are going to the shul, synagogue, through back or side doors with secret access codes, you know, and these are all tips that we get from folks from the neighborhood, you know, who know about these things that are going on here. And and it looks like Art, well, would it surprise you, you know, that some in the Jewish community feel that that what others in the Jewish community are doing is wrong. They don't approve of it, and the folks that you are seeing, the hundreds of folks that you are seeing at these funerals, definitely do not represent all Jewish people in New York City, because they are, yeah, there's a lot of Jewish folks in New York City. I think I'll give you guys the numbers in a second, but you know, there are folks in the Jewish community that don't support what other folks in the Jewish community do. And you know, as you know, like in every religion, there are different I don't want to say denominations, but there are different some people are more religious than others, or some people are more believe in this thing or that thing, and that's what causes some religions to break into little different denominations. If someone has another word for that, let me know. Oh, Mike Pence finally wearing a mask, because y'all know what he said previously. I get tested as the Vice President of the United States. I get tested by every single day, and I can assure you something along those lines. But yeah, that video was kind of crazy. Yeah, I like the one with the running and the foot pursuit. I don't want to call that a foot pursuit, but you know, where was that? It was like a 3-minute video.
Time response 484.
Oh wow, I think we got 2 angles here. Yeah, this is a better one. We just might even share this as well, you know. Mike Pence looks like Dr. Welby. There you go, fear the Jewish airline, Jewish faith. So the Israelites are, I'm not going to say they are black Jews, okay, because there are black Jews who are not the Israelites. So the Israelites, there's the Israelites that are classically known in the Bible as, you know, Israelites, and then there's these guys who are in the same kind of religion, I guess, or group that is responsible for killing the Jews in a kosher grocery store in Jersey City, if you guys recall that. Right? These are the guys. Yeah, Pie Girl. Did you see the actual did you see the actual ABC 13 Eyewitness News video from that? Pretty cool. Because I looked it up. A photographer who caught a fiery crash on camera on a California freeway ended up saving the life of a driver. Freelance videographer Austin Reichbrook, I don't think I said his name right, said he jumped into action just before 3:30 a.m. Sunday. that's the article right here. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, these guys right here. Times Square. These real lights. Loud Labs. There we go. And I think this is on the playlist on folks misbehaving. Yeah, it is. And I will also post it right here.
That on to engine 166, okay?
Engine 166.
166, utilize universal precautions. I repeat, utilize universal precautions. Utilize
Engine 166, town 4 responding.
412 out to Southside.
Well, we don't know about the second season, but like I said, we got a reality show coming soon. We're just working on other things to finalize the first episode. Pilot episode. What do you mean by is Scott with me? Oh, the reality show. That is all shot in New York City. Scott's not part of it as far as, you know, being on the show. But yeah, I have, you know, a photographer following me around. We filmed 4 episodes so far. Yes, Scott is the founder of Live Labs. Yes, located in Los Angeles.
Box 1574 and 1801 574. 5 orders, 91. 18 hours, 34.
204-12.
So if you guys would like to know an idea of how TLC drivers feel about the TLC police, I'm also a I started an Uber driver group a few years ago when I was an Uber driver, and now I have almost 7,000 members in that group. So if anyone is curious about how TLC drivers feel about them,
The directive is 2801.
It's 10-12. We've taken up from the box. Can you contact...
I will show you guys in a second.
Show me on our 75 directed. 551.
9 hours, 34.
62 Adam.
I'm going to take you on to 1780.
Keep in mind these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 separate comments.
Charlie 3.
These are the that was some of their responses that because that's what they do is you know, if they're aware of any TLC police presence, they put it on the Facebook groups, and yeah, this is some of their reactions to their presence. Delivery job, if no TL. So delivery job is, by the way, I think they said that TLC drivers, since it's slow for them, they can do food delivery, and I think they're paying them what, 15 an hour or something like that. Just what, minimum wage, really? You know, an Uber driver with a sedan can make around 1,500 a week or something. You know.
75 directed at 80 Street, 41 Avenue, please.
An SUV driver, maybe about 2,500 a week.
About 6191. Show me doing another one at 2094. Thank you. Oh boy.
184.
What happened to my? Okay, there you go. There's the chat.
Sounds 4, Robert 1084 to be advised. Female says she got an injury to her wrist. There's no description, just states that the agent is acting violent.
Oh man, I missed channel 4 at 4 a.m. Oh well, let's watch channel 7 at 4:30. I really don't anticipate that crash in Washington Heights being anything. Unless maybe the guy who got arrested was just trying to assault a cop with his vehicle or something, maybe like that. I know there's a barricaded in Brooklyn now. Barricaded's an EDP. You know, if they say barricaded EDP, it's like somebody who's, you know, they're a psychological case. They might be suicidal or whatever. They barricade themselves in a room for some reason, and now ESU has to show up with all the guns and the helmets and the shields and the water thing. I'm not sure if it's called a water cannon. I do want to say that it's kind of like FDNY has what they call the can. It looks like a fire extinguisher, except there's water in there. They got all kinds of tools to handle these barricades until they get him out. Put him in the ambulance, and then he gets a psych eval at the hospital. But if it's a barricaded perp, it's better because, you know at least there's some criminality. Maybe the guy did something wrong. You know, maybe he hurt somebody, ran from the cops.
Alright, you're gonna slow it down 14th Street and Lawrence Street, and also slow it down. The 14th Street Mall, Lawrence Street and Birch Street.
One other function.
1190. Closing 10-5 David, please.
Murder rate?
Any allocations for suspected features? Third to 4th Street. The response to front door glass breaks. Houses.
Let's see. According to HollywoodReporter.com, LA has a higher murder rate than New York. 7 homicides per 100,000 people versus 4, and may experience more robberies and burglaries, and in the latter case, nearly twice as many.
Housing boy. 10-4.
So LA does seem to have a gang issue, right?
Avenue.
1743, 1099.
The gang violence in Los Angeles. I'm seeing the most dangerous neighborhoods of LA, Chesterfield Square, Harvard Park, Vermont Knolls, and Vermont Vista. I've never even heard of any of these neighborhoods because I don't know Los Angeles, haven't even been there. Although I do because I want to roll with Scott.
you going back in to your director upon completion?
Someone said they should use it.
29?
I don't think that's going to go so well with them. Well, one thing to keep in mind is, I asked a Jewish friend of mine, why is it that they crowd around the accidents and fires? He said, these guys, they don't have smartphones, they don't have televisions, they don't have computers. So when something local happens in their neighborhood, it's like the best thing ever for them. The best form of entertainment, he said. Yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to give them an excuse, but that definitely explains the behavior. And if their job requires the use of a smartphone, then they can have one. And the women are usually at home with the kids, taking care of the kids. And you won't see the women having smartphones because of that reason. So, Pygirl, you didn't subscribe to Loud Labs News NYC?
Engine 271
Emergency service Adam 10. Got Uncle Farm rescue for aided. Difficulty leaving.
I was talking to Pygirl. How you doing, Brooke? Welcome back.
And the 832 shots about the incident has been activated 179.
Come out 0424.
That's a good song, by the way. Sweet as cherry pie. Oh, yeah.
Truck 4. The 480 has an Uncle Farm to be outside East 183 Platona Avenue.
75 David.
Take care, Larry from Iowa. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
Engine 2716. Engine 271, utilize reversible precautions. Response of being caution speaking. 271, half off. Time now is 0425 hours, dispatch 416.
Location assessment for ADPs.
Business model?
42 business model.
Show me doing another 1670 Southern Boulevard.
Charlie 2.
We're good.
Back to David.
David, we're good.
Back to Hall.
Hey, you know, everybody likes different music. Baskin Robbins has
Back to Sergeant 1 and 2.
many flavors of ice cream for a reason.
Sergeant, good.
How you doing, Caesar? How's the family? The family's good. My son reporting he has not seen his girlfriend since the quarantine started. That's some pretty intense social distancing.
On assigned class 3, the box is 3355, the address 2480 East Fordham Road. It's Alpine Avenue and T-Bat Avenue. Automatic, a manual along with Bank of America. On assigned class 3, box 3355, the address 248 East Fordham Road. It's Alpine Avenue and T-Bat Avenue. A manual along with Bank of America. 427, dispatch 441.
Oh, Channel 7 coming on. Dun, 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 dun. This is Channel 7 Eyewitness News. Hey, and I wish I could grow a beard. All I can do is a mustache. Here we run into deer. At least Staten Islanders do. I am lucky that I don't frequent Staten Island too often, but yes, the risk of hitting a deer is quite realistic. So much so they have signs that say, warning, watch out for the deer, you know, like picture of the deer sign. Oh yeah, it sure does, Devin. In fact, did you guys hear about, was it the goat on the Gowanus Expressway? Ugh. Yeah. A lamb was rescued from the Gowanus.
Box 677, we used one engine, 2 trucks, 1040 code 2.
These kind of animal jobs on the highway, especially unusual animals, the media goes crazy about because it's just so unusual, you know?
5 to Charlie.
5 to Charlie.
Oops. I think the news started.
5 to Charlie 2. You have a dispute. Did you park it?
Yeah.
That's for 431.
Parts of our area are starting to reopen starting today.
Field hospitals are closing. I guess the Javits Center is closing. I gotta finish these. Oops, sorry about that, guys. There we go. There you go. I gotta finish these taco chips.
Seven to the Bronx. Yeah, somebody call the post station box. You make it a 9-2.
1092 box 3355, 1092 3355. What is it?
Apparently there's an overturned tractor trailer, I think in Jersey.
So what is the point? It's going to be the tire shop. It's going to be the second slow motion affirmative then.
Confirmed that you have a commercial assignment signs, 343, so that's what I want to say, Nicholas.
Open line 2351, First Avenue, 2351 First Avenue, Paladino, Road 120, voice contact,
So we got another manual walk down the block, 1484.
Why would people leave New York City?
22 store property.
Still trying to reset this one.
Is it because of the coronavirus?
On a moped, take something from an Asian male and a being a white SUV.
I think, folks that live here are probably not going to move out. Maybe it's the folks who came here temporarily. Maybe it's the folks who were considering moving out anyway.
Over an hour ago, female now calling in and say that a male on a moped took something out of another man's car, a white SUV Mercury, and he was wearing a blue shirt with light pants going towards the bridge.
Talking about the subway cleaning.
It was a male on a moped.
No, FYI, it's starting next Wednesday. You're cleaning the subways, and there'll be no overnight service between midnight and 5 a.m.
At the initial box, we were able to reset the full station, but we weren't unable to reset the alarm. Building's locked up tight. We're going to go up the block to 4796 and check out the other one.
435, 440.
That video I showed you guys in Borough Park, it's on here. Keep in mind, that's not our video.
Directed on the 86th Street, 20 Avenue to Bay Parkway.
How do you heat the water for that? Oh yeah, 7-Eleven got some hot water too. Rockland County parks are reopening on Friday.
We put us on another director to 28 Park.
4-5. And then 19, I can find violent 19, Bravo 7.
4-5, go box.
Okay, that's cool.
How you doing, Mel?
Sorry,
4796, same thing, we're able to reset the pole station, but the alarm is still going off. You might get a call on it. I'm not sure if you get on fire alarm company. What's that name?
Another slow night, that's what it is. I only got one job and I got wet once. So, glad I'm not standing in the rain for hours like I did last night. Tonight I'll bring my super tall, extra tall Pringles barbecue chips. I keep forgetting to bring that to work. Daniel, you got any video of the fire? Yeah, Alex, when the pandemic so on a regular Friday or Saturday night, it will keep you extra awake because let me tell you, sometimes the jobs are nonstop. Your stuff from tacos, huh? Ironically, look at the flavor of these chips.
Don't walk sign down in front of 5895 Maurice Avenue.
And the only reason I'm eating it now is because it was like 2 bags for $3 or something, right? So I assumed I grabbed 2 barbecues. But then when I looked at the bag, one said barbecue and one said taco. But, you know, it wasn't too bad, I guess.
Unit stand by for a bolo coming from College Park, Maryland.
It sure does.
One is an armed suspect traveling from Maryland to New York. That's intimidated 0430 2020
I like the soft tacos. You know, the ones with tortillas.
Suspect is you have EMS there. Donald Crowley, a male black, date of birth is 1982. He's driving 195 pounds, brown eyes, black hair. They gave us social at 524-330266. A Mac 6 Sour model firearm P238 caliber 380 serial number 27 Boy 29132.
Emergency service personnel stand by for the following bolo message. This message is coming from MSP College Park, Barack, Maryland. They're advising that there's an armed suspect traveling from Maryland to New York as of 4/30/2020 at 15:29 hours from College Park, Maryland. His name is Peter Donu Kali. He's a male black. His date of birth is 3/10/1982. He's 5'8" in height, weighs 195 pounds. He has brown eyes, black hair. States that he's carrying a MAK 6 SOAR model P238 caliber 380 series 27 Boy 29132. He's also driving a gray Ford Escape 2008 Virginia license plate. Robert Eddie George, Union Yellow 6347. They're advising that the Maryland State Trooper stopped him with a disabled vehicle. He was found to have a firearm registered to himself. He was also in possession of a valid permit to carry the weapon. The subject stated that he was heading to New York and that people were following him. The subject is the respondent of a protective order issue in Virginia, which is yet to be served. He may also have mental issues. If located,
there's your Canada news right there.
718-382-6161. In the Bolo transmission.
He was also in possession of a valid permit to carry the weapon. Subject stated that he was
Can I get a bus to Bay and 633 to talk now?
Yeah, I disabled the links, you know, just so folks can't, like, you know, spam it with whatever. I'm not saying you guys would, but, you know, trolls and such.
It doesn't stay in front of it wasn't any other location used.
John, I take it you're into guns, John. This was mine back when I was in Ohio. It's not a real gun though, but as you know, I used to play airsoft back in Pennsylvania and Ohio. If I can find it. Which is a super fun sport, you know.
Send me one.
And this is it right here. Airsoft gun, pretty much shot BBs and such. 6mm plastic BBs. And yeah, super fun sport. It's pretty much a M4 Mark 18 style, 10.5 inch barrel. You see how short that is. Great for CQB, laser, infrared laser. I think that's like a PEC 15 or something, or different model actually, not a PEC 15 specifically. EOTech style holo sight. I think this is like a flip zoom scope thing. Rear iron sights in case the scopes fail. Your regular stock. I think I used a paracord at the time for to attach a sling. Wait a minute, where's the other one with the angled foregrip? That's a regular foregrip though. But yeah, this is what I used back when. Looks well used. Yeah, I mean I spray painted it. You can see the mesh style paint job, you know, inspired by special operations forces and such. But yeah, this is the airsoft. It was what I used back when I lived in Pennsylvania and such. Pretty fun sport, by the way. But I was looking for the other photo with the angled foregrip, if I can find it.
On the B2E exit 27 going eastbound, and B2E exit 27 going eastbound. PC inside, our location.
Oops.
Okay,
I keep doing that. And I'm gonna.
Sergeant. Yeah, you got a response to responding to Blood 31 commercial 523 Liberty Fish.
Where is that photo? Don't think I can find it. But this is the other side of it, which you can really tell the mesh paint job that was done here.
Time now is 0450 hours. Dispatcher 416. 5, carry up.
SM0451, Authority of the Chesapeake Police Department, be on the lookout for an armed suspect traveling from Maryland. The subject's name is Peter Donnell Coley, date of birth 3/10/1982. Descriptions of male, black, 5'8", 195 pounds, brown eyes, black hair. Subject has order protection against him in Virginia. He's driving a 2008 gray Ford Escape. VA plates YUY6347, headed to New York City, armed with a .380 caliber pistol, registered to himself. Subject may have a mental history. Use caution and contact the City of Chesapeake Police Department 757-382-6161.
91. Down for it, got 4136. Bill?
Looks like a scar. I forget what a scar looks like.
traveling from Maryland. Subject's name is Peter Donald.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I'm not sure how, to what extent the U.S. military used a SCAR though. I think at some point maybe the Army Rangers were trying it out or something, but not sure if that actually went through. If anything, what did go through from what I heard was
caliber registered to himself. Subject may have ancestry. Use caution and contact the city of Chesapeake Police Department.
that other rifle. It looks just like an M4, but you know, I just forget the name of it.
DBQ, 1 male, 1 female, per the auto, mileage 93646.
Sorry, what's Charlie?
I'm arrested at 660 West 237th Street.
7580 8431.
You too, Katie. Thanks for watching and joining the chat.
Talking about 139 trespassers, way to 8 Avenue Cross, West 24225. Is that the right aid? Is a female parked at the location or description at this call? Can you hear the hospital? 105, are you right on the 39th, way to 8 Avenue?
Correct.
Oh, you're right, I'm having like a my second phone. That's well, and I'm sure you're going. So the unit responded to a 39B advises a female Hispanic, 30 to 40 years old, wearing black and white tank top, a black jacket, black hat, navy blue sneakers, no weapons, no injuries, good.
The purpose now I'm back at the location. No weapons or injuries. There's no description as of yet. Keep it advised. 4 loudlabsnyc. Now you in the back.
You ready in regards? Regularize all units responding. Remember to use time to discover isolate and contain volume to force whenever possible.
Force me back.
Helpful.
Alright, line, show us back.
That cop was like, show us backing.
10-4, 5 Sergeant. 5 Charlie 2.
Charlie 2, show me go.
Alright, 10-4, okay, arrival, I was going to be 3. 10-4, 37187 2nd Street, 2 boy. 37 in Broadway, close to 34 family. Miracle states his son hit him and broke his nose. Miracle states the Mill's not fighting with his mom now. Male Hispanic wearing a black hoodie, black Disney sneakers, green pants.
No caller said the son punched the dad in the nose and he's bleeding, and now he's going after the mom.
Male Hispanic wearing a black hoodie, black jeans, sneakers, green pants. He's walking towards 36th Avenue now. They advise he's walking towards 36th Avenue.
Oh, and he's running away.
Hispanic.
Follow time.
Lieutenant K. Proceed.
Any weapons roll?
Emergency service truck 4. It says unknown weapons, K. Army, unknown weapons.
Take the call back on them.
10-14, no problem. Okay, he's walking towards 36th Avenue now, about 18 years of age. This unit's going to get Mel Hispanic wearing a black hoodie, black pants, sneakers, and green pants. Checking them all out.
75 Charlie, 2940 Shore Boulevard.
Model in a gray Ford Escape 2008 with a Virginia plate.
Give me one moment, folks.
47. Maryland State Trooper stopped the male in a disabled vehicle driver found to have a firearm 3, your complaint is coming out.
Yeah, Philip, I had to make a call real quick.
483rd Ave, 480 3rd Ave, between East 32nd and 33rd. It's going to be Metro Drive. Station McDonald's indication crash.
So they're still having that bolo out for this guy. Apparently, he's coming from Maryland with a gun, alleging that he is trying to escape, that people are coming after him, but he's coming to New York. Don't know what that's about. Allegedly, his firearm is legal.
Suspect traveling from Maryland. Subject name is
That, as you can hear right now,
Peter Donnell Coley, date of birth 3/10/1982, male, black, 5'8", 195 pounds, brown eyes, black hair. Subject has court protection against him. In Virginia, driver 2008, gray Ford Escape, PA plate, yellow 6347, headed to New York City, armed with a .380 caliber, registered to himself. Subject may have a mental history. Use caution and contact the City of Chesapeake Police Department, 757-382-6161.
84. He's not even supposed to number possible. Due time isolated contain one away Sergeant Red on that.
555 CD, 745, 133,
298.
19,
no fires the whole night, I gotta say.
10 for your, take your meal at 503 hours. Welcome, enjoy. Hello, service 502, say 502.
I can't tell what's smoking over there, but I'm not even sure if smoke's supposed to be coming out from there.
Show us return to quarters, deep counter restock.
So yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, where's that smoke coming from? Is it like a laundry thing? Is it like a, I don't know. Highly doubt it's a fire though, I'll tell you that.
Suspect stated that he was going to New York, that you were following him. Subject.
They keep repeating this bolo, huh?
The next order is to Virginia, which has not yet been served, but he may also have a mental issue. If located, contact the
Thank you, Mel.
Police Department, 718-382-6161. You have sentence for what change tonight?
Directed South Avenue, Presidential Place.
South Avenue, what's the code?
Presidential Place.
No, the 8 is a female.
There are a lot of things that just smoke, you know, like manholes will smoke as well. You know.
I was seeing it inside.
See ya, Brooke.
Yeah, Wait, 1K?
Directed 122
Weight 195 pounds. Has brown eyes, black hair. Stays here. Driving car 2008 gray.
Oh jeez, she's talking this.
This Virginia plate.
Is she like falling asleep and reading this?
Union Yankee 6347. I say Maryland State Trooper stop a male in a distinct.
2430, you have anything further, guys?
Negative,
you're up all the way.
He was also in possession.
10.92, thank you.
I think I know this dispatcher. She's definitely not my favorite.
The subject.
I think, you know, dispatching is a speaking job. And I wonder if there's any kind of speaking test.
The mail is the respondent.
Like, I want to know how this one dispatcher got the job, because he's like, you know, how does he, in the 7-2, receiving a 34 result case, possible men stabbed, can I get the 7-2 unit respond, 7-2 Adam, you're available to respond. Hey, 7-2 Sergeant, you hear what I said? Yeah, 7-2, there's an assault, 34 in the 7-2K, 5 Avenue, and 36th Street in regards, okay. If there was a speaking test, he probably would not have passed it. My favorite dispatcher is the guy who's like, yeah, he'll be like, it is 7-2, receiving a 34, 5 Avenue and 36th Street. And then when he speaks to aviation, he'll be like, Roger that, aviation.
Assisted removal of an EDP from that location.
Like, because he knows the pilots say Roger that, so he's saying Roger that to the pilots.
Three.
6-3 to base.
507 and Troy.
Second. What?
Mark, you never heard of Shot in the Dark on Netflix? Check out the trailer.
300 East Fordham Road. 300 East Fordham Road. T-bout to Elm Place. For G, the jeweler. Indications of General Bird. Also have a armed guard surrounding in uniform. GA to the minutes.
2179, 1018 for 1035-3 with 10-8. 10-4.
5 Rosie Post 4.
Now it's 0508 hours, dispatcher 412.
Sorry, where is that?
Affirmative cat was raised in UK. You're good?
No, coming back.
With response 3 at 34.
10-5, 10.
Anybody else 84 to 34 with response 3?
Okay, 115, boy 1K.
I don't think I've seen that movie, House of Jack Built.
104 Charlie, arrived last 594. Arrived by EDP assignment.
No, Mark, just watch the trailer. Let us know what you think. It's pretty cool. It's a must-watch if you are into this kind of stuff.
5274 Street, 65 Place to 53rd Avenue. This is unconfirmed EDP with a Freeman history of EDP.
93 Charlie.
93 Charlie, 93 Queen, missing not found. 52 to 6 ounce.
How you doing, Jessica?
Show me admin for the remainder.
10-4.
So yeah, Mark, it's I think it's pretty interesting. You see the stuff live, and then you watch Shot in the Dark. Pretty interesting.
Emergency service truck 4 is going to be a cancellation for Marion Avenue in the 4-4.
10-4, 115, Lieutenant. 10-4.
That's fine, that's good.
David, Central 91.
10-4. Cat is 3912.
Dispatch line, you handle? Well, it's the Nissan Maximum Gray.
Emergency service Adam 10 is going to be a cancellation for Queensboro Plaza North in transit.
Directed 330, 58th Street.
Outside 16 minutes, he's going to kill someone, no weapons, nothing. Male size about 5'9", medium build, short hair, wearing black leather jacket, black sweatpants. Give him a call to say she needs to go to work, she's afraid to leave. 10-10 suspicious person.
7-1. Have another unit.
10 further numbers.
Dubai, what's the location? 5-2 Central. Absolutely no further. There's 2 units on scene. We're good. No further. What's the location?
You put us back on 3157.
550 breaks. Absolutely no further.
Now with our system.
44 David 1.
I don't want my last 6 together, please.
Come forecast 2561. Take it 0512. Enjoy. 44 David 2.
Involves some half Ida. Market 90 feet.
10-4. Castle Ida 4573.
Photo.
Hotel Alarm Box 2726, 9330 Fort Hamilton Walkway. 292 Street 94 Street Odor of Smoke, 4 Adams.
Odor of smoke.
Hotel Alarm Box 2726, 9330 Fort Hamilton Walkway.
Oy vey.
94 Street Odor of Smoke, 4 Adams. 511 dispatches.
On your location, sensitive for domestic violence history. Housing Ravenson. 91. 10-4. Charlie.
83 Queen, 93 Charlie, 198. Park Central.
1 out.
Rotten, or is it live leak and stuff? You know, here's the thing, if I know what it is, I'm not gonna, and if I don't like it already, I'm not gonna go see that, you know? Whether it's gory stuff or the rotten thing, or what is it? Live leak, right? Give you another example. The movie Passion of the Christ. A hit amongst the Catholic community where I was growing up in Ohio, and probably Christians all around the world. Why didn't I watch it? I didn't want to see somebody get hurt. Because that's pretty brutal what they did to Jesus. I don't like to see that. I also don't like the Saw movies, any kind of torture stuff. I can't watch that stuff.
Call us if she's not at the location. States if you're knocking on the door, someone should be able to come to the door and open it.
Forward.
I also remember that one show on TV was what was it? Fear Factor or something, and they would like say your next task is you gotta crawl through a tunnel of cockroaches, and in your next episode you've gotta crawl through a whole bunch of mice. That is. That is disgusting.
514.
And where's the shots fired? Right next to a NYCHA. Not China. NYCHA. New York City Housing Authority. Let me tell you something. If you move to New York City, don't live close to a NYCHA. It's a lot of crime there. A lot of crime, believe me. Amanda, from Asia, grew up in Ohio, also lived in Pennsylvania a few years.
Traffic.
1 traffic.
91.
You got 3A3.
Yeah, you know, I mean, as you know, and there was an encounter with highway police, and
You can show me 98.
I mean, all I did was get back in the car, obeyed the, you know, complied with what he wanted me to do, and hey, that's what I did. I feel like the highway jobs, like I said previously, they're very inconsistent with what the press can do. If they feel the press is, you know, in a bad spot, or maybe we shouldn't be there, they're gonna say get off the highway. Or if sometimes we are too inaccessible to access, then, you know, it's like, what are they gonna do? They're gonna drive around here just to come tell us, you know, when we're not being a danger to ourselves, or anyone else for that matter.
Erskine Street exit, heading towards Long Island, so eastbound.
John 4, we'll swing back around.
And I think there's a saying, you know, that the police aren't supposed to interfere with the press, provided that the press isn't interfering with police. Right? And I think that makes total sense. If we're just, you know, if let's say there's a crime scene over here, and we are completely out of the way of police, fire, EMS, whatever, and all we're doing is standing there with a tripod on the camera or whatever, however we're filming, and we're not interfering, there's, you know, there's nothing to worry about. Every now and then, you know, you can have somebody trying to go above and beyond, and, you know, I understand if it's a dead body, you know, you want to. CIS, the Collision Investigation Squad, actually has a proper, like a fabric gate thing to cover.
Motion service Adam 10.
But, you know.
In the 112, you got a CPR being administered 6970 Grand Central Parkway.
I know folks, and I have seen folks that will maybe talk back to the police or yell back at the police. And, you know, I just don't think that's the way to go.
Motion service truck 3.
I will, you know, I'll speak to a supervisor if I see him. I mean, I'll wait.
Substance 256 Robertson Avenue, Harding.
I know how to read rank. Address them by their rank, right?
Highway 208. Highway 208 on here. Right on, okay? Alright, 206K.
Oh, Charlie 1.
That truck is going to be turning around, okay, right?
518.
Confirm 13 signs of the 9th precinct.
Oh, Charlie 1.
East 3rd Street, Bowery to 2nd Avenue.
Charlie 1.
Okay.
You ready for on the vicious animal or the 10-10 shots fired?
Vicious animal.
She said,
10-4.
I thought she said, Sergeant, are you on the beaches animal or the shots fired? Literally, it's what she said. And I had to think about what she said.
10-4.
She didn't say bitches animal, she said vicious animal. But I had to really decipher that. I know she did not just say bitches animal.
Midtown North has a ATM transit at Broadway in Columbus Circle.
Yeah, you know, same as the area, we got nobody puts the vehicle.
He's going to be in front of the train booth. Alpha Fire. Discover one receiving a 1034 at 681 Clarkson Avenue, 45th Street. 100 has a 34 family, 8418 Rockaway Beach Boulevard, Beach 84 to Beach 86th Street. Confines to the 9th Street to Dr. Johnson, 1030 at 83rd Street, Valley to 2nd Avenue.
In transit receiving a 54 EDP at 59th Street, Columbus Circle train station. That's Eddie.
What makes him an EDP Central?
Transit notified. On arrival at EDP assignment, officers are reminded to use found distant cover, isolated containers, and force whenever possible.
What makes him an EDP, Central? I like talking to Central as if she can hear me.
Be advised receiving an EDP in transit at the 59th Street Columbus Circle train station. Transit notified and responded. South Charlie Raisin.
Insurance 775 directed at 2 Penn Plaza, please.
10-4.
2157 is a 37 code 2. We're going to take time to decon and restart
Yeah.
that.
Fox 21 dispatcher.
Is an Adam.
Manners maketh the man.
Service having on cancellation in the 101 precinct.
521 dispatcher 02.
Captain Charlie.
It's gonna be a 30, not a 32.
10-5.
Be a 30, not a 32.
10-4.
Aviation 19.
Control 6369.
10-4. You said you're Aviation 19, not 20, right?
That's affirmative.
Okay, 10-4.
Engine 302 to Queens.
Engine 302.
Box 840.
Captain Charlie, requesting.
The accident between Erskine Street and Cross Bay Boulevard with the loop around and pick it up. You start up PD and EMS.
PD and EMS has it, okay?
302, 10-4.
Queen 17263. Queen 17263. Sanago 523, dispatcher 424. Engine 305.
1099 the box. CPR is in progress. EMS is on scene.
10-4. Sanago 523, dispatcher 424.
Emergency service, Adam 1. The 5th precinct, 100 Center Street, Lennon Street to the White Street is unconfirmed EDP with a previous history. I'm not showing your services as being requested, just advising.
It's like EDP Central today. I mean this morning.
And the 17th precinct is unconfirmed 1030, East 5-8 Street to 2nd Avenue.
Police engine 263.
263.
Emergency service, Adam 1.
You're responding to a fuel cost incident, okay?
I think I know what happened.
The 9th precinct, CPR is being administered at 81st Avenue, East 4th to East 5th Street. EMS is ordered.
As you know, they're gonna be cleaning the subways midnight to 5 a.m. starting Wednesday. So maybe the homeless outreach supervisors or MTA folks, whoever, said, look, you gotta get used to getting rid of these homeless guys, all right? I'll be back at 5 a.m. to make sure you did. So 5 a.m., maybe they showed up and saw nothing much was done. And the supervisors went trumping everybody, you know what I mean? Get them out of here! Get them out of here! And don't give them their coats.
8404. You can make your stop.
I ought to punch him in the face. Trust me, I'll pay for the legal fees. But yeah, I'm kind of curious what's actually going to happen. Are they actually really going to kick all these homeless people out while they clean the subways and the trains? And what if they don't want to go to the homeless shelter? What if they refuse? What if they fight them, the cops? I guess they'll EDP them and they'll be at the hospitals. Then what? Once they get released from the hospital, are they going to be trying to go back into the subways? Or are they going to be like, you know, trying to get them into that homeless shelter? Hello, Janelle. Just read your hello there.
Engine 237, utilize universal precautions. I repeat, utilize universal precautions. You're responding to a fever cough incident.
37,
528, dispatch 312.
That message? 528. The 5 unit razor? 7-1 out of 1. Alright, sounds good, thank you.
I gotta say, the anti-shaking, the stabilization software in some cases can work out pretty well. This was super shaky, and I think the software really made a difference as far as reducing that shake. I mean, obviously you can't control this, but I think at the start when he was running, I think I liked how that turned out. That was a whole altercation in Borough Park, Brooklyn yesterday, by the way. Where a teenager was arrested for getting physical with the police chief.
7-1, Sergeant. I'll check the call back twice, no answer.
We're inside, we're going up.
Alright, sounds good, no problem. 6780K.
Requesting 6 to 3 to base.
Meal time is going to be 0531. Enjoy.
7 out.
That Asian guy, I thought he was Safan Kim from Channel 7 Eyewitness News for a second.
6-7 Adam.
67 Adam K.
Recording 6-3.
Adam meal time is 532. Enjoy.
4.
Charlie 2.
Oh yeah, John. I mean, California is pretty huge. I can only assume how much housing there is there. You know, I mean, pretty nice houses too. I've seen.
4.
1 Church Avenue. Somebody cross of Linden Boulevard in East 94. That's coming from the pharmacy, indicating a back door. Can you check the vibe?
4.
Task 4.
Soldier?
71 Sergeant K.
1092.
131.
71 Sergeant Tech 4. On the air. 405. 10 car. Alright, are you still out? No, you can mark it 91. Thank you. Alright, south. 10 pack code 402 on the air.
4142, it's going to be 91.
Rock City Company 94.
Alright, 10 4.
Mayday for ADP. Recording 6-3.
The Bronx Company 94. Okay.
Alright, 10-4, I got the 113 of 84 at 5K. Be advised. Hold on, I'm going to give you the new location.
Rock City Company 6 up.
10-4. No time.
Okay. That's Company 6 are you with the patient?
6 EMS just made contact with us. We haven't been buzzed in.
Shows 10 to the house regards.
Alright, 10-4.
Alright, be advised.
You have a final for your 75 David.
This is going to be
Rock City 94.
7 Charlie on the end.
94, utilize universal precautions. Utilize universal precautions. You're responding to a fever call in.
4793.
89 Square 10-4.
Reach out to the 113 dispatch.
533.
85 in that emergency back up the scene. 583. 7 minutes.
Denver is big. Denver, I don't think I've been there. Actually, I think we stopped in, where did we stop? Somewhere in Texas, I think. Yeah. And it was like a layover flight, you know, and because there was a flight delay, we had to spend the night there, which we didn't want to, but that's what we did. Because the next flight was going to be the next day, you know.
1011-146-98. Blake to Winthrop, coming from T-Town Supermarket, indicating a promotion.
Can you have that caller come downstairs because the buzzer does not work?
That's up for Simba.
2nd Avenue.
Helpful, gotcha.
Thank you now.
Pedestrian act. Oh yeah, it's the fatal hit and run, right? That was on Shot in the Dark.
Helpful, thank you.
Boy 298.
So for undertime is going to be 536. 536, show that back to safety lock the property line.
It's going to be in the front of the 75 precinct, right?
I'm sorry, just disregard that.
Something in Brooklyn.
Houses for a little bit on it. Still advised when they go 98. On 98 then.
Okay, so far.
201K, I got a 53 property, Bell Parkway, exit 19. Alright, it's going to be heading eastbound by Earthbound, K. Can you check the box?
Did who die? Did the fatal hit and run? I believe it was fatal.
113 is actually 84 at that location, K.
In a milk quality city was harassed by 3 people. Stated that one person had a knife.
After this, the ACS worker at 2520 Tilden Avenue. The 311 auto.
Lieutenant K.
Was it 84 waiting? Park Drive.
It's a Lieutenant K. I just have the 113 that actually went over to the, I'm sorry. The 113 went to the location and I asked the dispatcher to reach out to the unit. So it's going to be eastbound exit 15.
And the other this one's with the 84 or documents in the background.
113 just for 98 in regards to it.
6 males harassing a male.
75 director at 9521 Roosevelt Avenue.
Alright, so with that, just check the callback in. So you want to going another one right now.
1099, secure on progress, system EMS.
4771, both in the one.
Copy, Central. Alright, sounds okay.
32 Avenue S and San.
Central.
Alright, no problem.
71 holding a 29 for physical fighting. 681 Clarkson Avenue, building 2 on
Physical fighting.
level. 681 Clarkson, building 2, basement level.
Direct Avenue U from Garrison Ave to Bedford Ave. 357 apartment 21 Henry. Chelmsford, thank you.
Central.
Well,
Central. For the 681 Clarkson Avenue,
301K.
2 on the basement level.
34 at the procedure on the bell.
Location.
Shows hands on. Alright, time for 201 to Lieutenant B advised. 301 is going to hand, okay?
74.
2 on red, do they need our help? Alright, 301K, you need 201 to come over, okay? No, we're good, thank you.
481.
Alright,
481.
2 on red, thank you.
Jesus, man. You did respond. 75 directed, Myrtle Avenue.
Where am I sitting? In the car in Manhattan.
90.
It's going to be 37-3. We've been released by 5-8 Victor. Show us returning to quarters D. Connor restart.
Tell me about yourself, Daniel.
EVP Central.
I know you're not Daniel. The other Daniel's like Daniel Rodriguez, I think.
4344. Get locked on the door.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I don't like working days either, don't you know?
Central. That is 3956.
Checking on the callback.
Although daytime I think is great for street photography because there are a lot of people out.
A2 Road and Grand Central Parkway. Female was tased by a male.
Chased or tased?
This female ran out their location.
I think we're gonna go with chased.
107 Sergeant.
Yes, Sergeant.
4 units arrive alive, advised on 84.
7 safe on the back.
10-4. 283.
Try. What's the name of police record? That's the location.
Sergeant Rest.
Highway 308K. I got a possible pen job, overturned vehicle, Southern Parkway eastbound on exit 21 4K. Performance, can you check and advise?
It's a private house. The man is standing wearing a red t-shirt and dark jacket.
Highway 302, red on the thing.
Four Sergeant Arrest. Use the rubber that's 1306 Toll Avenue, 3-minute journey.
Mark directed at 91. Show me on a new one. Mark Skull King,
Engine 05.
0542.
Fox 9161, 1037 code 1. Take some time to decontact.
10-4. Time now 0542 hours, dispatcher 416.
Residential Park, 711 Wilson Avenue, 711 Wilson Avenue, apartment 484th floor, 8153157. If someone goes inside the apartment, no weapons or injuries. So, can I show you the back? This is 31?
Yeah, 441, in the back.
711 Wilson Avenue, apartment 484th floor.
42, show zone.
Long time. Where's our leading for?
44 Sergeant Arrest.
711 Wall Street.
Apartment 480. 482.
Queens EMS box 8409. Eastbound on the Bell Parkway, exit 21 in the vicinity of Farmers Boulevard for auto accident. Queens EMS box 8409. Eastbound on the Bell Parkway, in the vicinity of Farmers Boulevard for auto accident.
We're about 5 minutes out.
They took the same spot for it, okay?
On both vehicles.
1054 again, multiple movement between exit 21 through exit 24, okay? 544,
And then another one
now
coming in
544 hours,
23
that's
Street,
416.
vehicle overturned onto the grass.
Extension 311K.
Engine 311.
If you didn't commit to the belt, head towards Lawrence, okay?
Repeat that.
Head towards Lawrence, okay? Lawrence.
311, 10-4.
Time now is 0545 hours, dispatcher 416.
Hey, 308K. Alright, disregard, okay.
All right, we have a possible job there.
24 is another going spot.
Hearing about an overturned vehicle on the highway. It's overturned and crashed onto the grass. I don't know if weather was a factor, but it was raining, not any longer.
Ladder 158,
With 1084, it's going to be eastbound at the curve between Sunrise and Merrick. We'll get back to you momentarily.
10-4, 5-1 receive. Time now is 0546 hours, dispatcher 416. Ladder 158.
We go down to 118. You can return rescue and battalion.
Swing to rescue 4.
Rescue 4, 10-4 battalion.
He's battalion 5-4. 1018 box 8409, 1018 box 8409, engine 311, at ladder 158 to operate. The time now is 0547 hours, dispatcher 416.
I'm directed to 91.
Tesla 1439, you still out?
I don't think this is a job, folks. I don't think this is a job.
Korea 301K. Do you have ATM code for my job? Alright,
How you doing, Amanda? Welcome. All right, looks like they're not trapped in the vehicle. The vehicle is, however, overturned, but it is from here to there.
And 301K, this is going to be at exit 15 on 19. It'll be just before Crossway Boulevard. Just let her know it's going to be on the bike path. We'll just have her come down the bike path.
Got a call.
That's time for it.
Agent Bill laying in the driveway screaming at 4234 166th Street.
Disregard 49.
On your director on 80341.
You're on LTQ at 9525 Smith Boulevard. Put that on 301, can I give them your correct location?
25-minute ETA. There's somebody who's not trapped in the vehicle, probably already out of the vehicle. They also canceled the rescue and it just...
Yeah, that's the 4K. They said that's what they're trying to do again, trying to get on the bike path now. Unit raising central. Point. And boy, and I be advised by the time. Currently, I have nobody 84 because I'm getting different locations.
Engine 311.
I'm getting at Bell Parkway and Brookville, Bell Parkway, and Lewis. But the original job.
CDNE message responding,
exit 21 by Farmer State.
I don't even see a bike path.
Time now is 0550 hours, dispatcher 416.
Auto 6.
Alright, 49K. They gave a new location, got a unit at 84. It's going to be Bell Parkway, exit 23, and then eastbound by Brookville Boulevard, okay, right?
104 David. Hello?
I did not see a bike path. They said a car flipped over. And it's on the grass next to the bike path. Hey, you know what? This actually looks familiar, this road. I think I've been here to record some
75 Charlie.
the flooding before. So it looks like right here, see? Bell Parkway. That's where this overturn is. They're saying, oh, the car flipped over on the bike path. What bike path? You know, it's kind of weird. Anyways, I don't feel that this is a job. And let's get out of here.
That was 6115 with the street name?
Metropolitan Avenue.
The black truck was hit. What are you talking about? Are you watching Shot in the Dark or?
Lieutenant to 206. Yeah, what's your status over there, Did everybody for you?
Engine 262. Engine 263, 795, 1037.3. Shows AQ taking time. T-Con. 10-4. Tell now it's 0554 hours. Dispatcher 416.
Let's get out of here. Let's take a different route for once. Let's go southbound 2nd Avenue. I hate those potholes on 34th. Let's try, what's the next one from here? Hello, Pix 11 News. You know, when I first was getting into this, Pix 11 was the one who bought the halal fight. You know, the food cart fight. And that was quite a hit. No other stations cared about it. Actually, New York Post is not a station, but New York Post, I can recall buying that story as well.
Southbound at this time. It's going to be a Silver Toyota Highlander. Driving aggressively at this time.
Good. Aggressive Toyota Highlander. Driving aggressively. Southbound on FDR, E71. Yeah, I probably won't catch that guy. Actually, he's 40 blocks north of me. It depends though if he what route he takes, but I'm way out of the way of that. Let's go south in Lex, see what that looks like. Let's take Lex. We always take second. Let's take Lex. Your next stop is Lexington Avenue. Let's see if Lex has the wave of greens that second and first does. I'm willing it does have it. So I think Lex is more hilly, right? You see those hills? Alright, highways reporting, everybody's out of the vehicle. Wow, the streets are quite clear. I guess one problem with like a park right, so you can't drive totally south. Now you've got to go around this park, which is some kind of gated park. From what I understand, not anybody can just go to this park. Beautiful neighborhood, by the way. Check it out. I think, folks, I think it's a private park. It's a gated community, and you need a key or something. You know, it's under lock and key to get into this park. This park right here. It's a very small one, but you know, I'm assuming it's for the surrounding residences. It has a statue in there. Where's the statue? There's a statue. I just forget what it's called. Gramercy Park? Yeah. Someone might be shot in the Bronx. Well, what can I say? It's nice to take a different route for once.
Microwave chance, have a good night, y'all, safe.
43, response 6. 1029, traffic. Southwest estimate, southward, southwest, 4973.
And you've got another obstruction here, unable to go south on this. you gotta go around this as well. So yeah, remind me not to take Lex southbound. It's not the best idea.
901. Alright, that's okay. So you should send my 146.
So we're on 14th Street, and there's a restriction. After 6 a.m., only buses allowed. How you doing, Sammy? We were on the scene earlier tonight regarding a two-vehicle crash. Somebody arrested. Damaged the light pole. As soon as I get off here, I will publish that video. Alright, there's an ambulance behind us. At least it sounds like one. Still can't tell what it was. No, it's coming this way. It's an FDNY conditions vehicle. It might be EMS or a regular FDNY.
$96. 607 hours, push it forward. Alright, 10-4. 607 hours, push it forward now.
So the weird thing about 6th Avenue, 3rd Avenue is that it goes two ways.
I don't know.
Engine 9, ahead.
Engine 9.
Box 224, 1037, code 1. Shows taking time to decon and restock. We'll advise you when it's at 8.
10-4. 958.
58.
EMS on scene 1091.
58,
7 hours, push forward now.
Alright, I hope you guys are not seeing a black screen. By the way, there's a car crash coming up. Seems like we took this route and it's gonna work out in our favor because it's literally, we're about to pass it. But based on what I heard, there's nobody trapped in the vehicle. Black? Oh, great. I guess we'll restart this. So see you guys on Live 3 Thursday night. Which is, we're just going to restart this.